I know you're gonna
Teo, who do you want next, bro?
Huh?
Who do you want next?
Retirement, man. I'm
No,
tired.
you were too good, bro. That was a great
I'm not
fight.
getting paid enough.
That's Teofimo Lopez saying that he's going to retire. I don't think he means that. I think what he's trying to say is he's tired of his dad. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really what he's trying to say. But, you know, too much going on in life. There's too many bills. He ain't thinking about retire. He's just disenchanted about the whole thing, you know? And he goes on to talk about saying, hey, man, I ain't getting paid enough. Well, it's no shocker there. You're with Bob Arum. That's what everybody said once they got signed with Bob Arum. On top of that, they also said, hey, I'm missing money. You know, that's why anybody who wants to be anything in the sport, they get away from Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum's old school. He's a veteran at taking your money. You're not going to see him coming till it's too late, till it's already gone. You know, but listen, it shouldn't be no shocker, because if you remember the talking points to Teofimo Lopez and his father, what they said to Bob Arum, they said to Bob Arum, like, man, they said this about Lomachenko. Man, you don't need no $2 million fighter. Because they said what Lomachenko made between then and basically when he fought Teofimo Lopez was just $2 million. And they're telling Bob Arum, man, you don't need no $2 million fighter. You know what I'm saying? We can take your game to a new plateau and stuff like that. So this is the thing. Look how much they love Loma. And Bob wasn't paying him. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to Manny Pacquiao. And Bob supposedly loves him. None of that mean nothing at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got with the right one. So it is what it is. But I think he's really saying that because Teo just wants more attention than what he's worth, because what he said was, you know, to stir things up, I might retire. What are you going to stir up by retiring? By saying that, you're insinuating that there's some kind of want or need for you at the division to bring some clarity or something like that. And that's clearly not the case. Last time, remember, he got the belts. He said, okay, Devin Haney, I'll fight you. Then he turn around and say, oh, man, I ain't fighting nobody. I'm doing me, blase split. I ain't worried about nobody. Once again, he beats Josh Taylor. Oh, man, I'm just doing this to stir things up. I'm going to go ahead and retire. This, that. Man, Teo don't nobody care like that, man. Don't nobody care. I knew Teofimo Lopez had a problem when he brought those replicas of his unified titles out on display in his dressing room. I'm like, dog, it ain't even that serious, man. Let that undisputed thing go. You know what I'm saying? But he beat a good dude. But this is the thing. It's not the kind of Teo you need to see to have faith in Teo. Teo beat Josh Taylor because Josh Taylor beat Josh Taylor at the end of the day. I think Josh Taylor just tapped out. I think he reached his point. I think he reached his peak. I think he's good where he's at. Because had he remained how he was on the front end of that fight and the back end of that fight, I mean, the evidence speaks for itself. It's a reason why when you look at Josh Taylor's face, it don't look like he's been in no fight. But Teofimo Lopez face all tatted up. You know, but nonetheless, still a great win. It's just not sustainable. You know, there still is something missing. He still haven't regained what he lost or what he was claiming that he was looking for when he was asking for it. Does he still have it? No, because truthfully, the Teofimo Lopez that I know would have did a little bit more better and been a little bit more reckless, you know what I'm saying, and done a little bit more damage to Josh Taylor than what he normally does. But, you know, it is what it is. But as far as him talking about ESPN trying to take it from him, this wasn't your time. This time ESPN was on your side. You know what I'm saying? They really screwed over Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Because the front end of that fight, all those punches he was landing, they didn't even speak or mention it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't against you this time. But if you thinking you're going to go into retirement and going to have somebody care and, you know, scream and holler like you Tyson Fury or something like that, man, you be sadly mistaken, man. It's best to just keep grinding and try to keep up this momentum that you got. That's all I got for now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.